Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry site, and today we're here with Dr. Josh Deines. He is with Poultry Technical Services with Zoetis. Thanks for being with us today, Josh.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Very good. So we're here at IPPE in Atlanta, back again, and lots of people here this year. We're seeing a very robust crowd, I have to say.
Yeah.
So Josh, let's talk a little bit about Innovo today.
Sure.
And how can integrators get the most out of their Innovo program?
Sure. Well, there's a couple things. When you think of Innovo vaccination, there's a lot of things that impact its effectiveness. And one of that is where the vaccine is applied within the embryo, which we call the site of injection. So a big part of that is timing as far as when the eggs are transferred and vaccinated during the incubation time. And then the other part is having good equipment like Imbrex that could support that. So our devices can deliver 100% accuracy, and a lot of that is based upon when those eggs are transferred. So those integrators paying attention to their embryo development and when it's transferred is a big part of that. And I'd say probably the second biggest thing is sanitation, the overall hatchery program, making sure that there's good sanitation, it's regularly monitored in the hatchery.
Very good. And what role does Zoetis really kind of play in helping integrators face some of these challenges that they have?
Yeah, the hatchery's always a challenging place, and so we want to make sure to provide support there first and foremost. And we do that with equipment that starts in design to deliver that good accuracy and has built-in fail-safes and sanitation on board. And then we can provide all the training for operators and provide audits and feedbacks to the hatchery as well for how well their crews are operating. And earlier I mentioned that when the eggs are transferred and vaccinated is important. And so we actually do what's called the site of injection study, and that's a service that we provide to look at embryo development, hatch window, how uniform that set is, and then if you're vaccinating at the appropriate time.
Very good. So that study, you go out on farm and actually
Correct. Yeah, it's done at the
conduct those.
hatchery. We've got a whole technical service team that supports the hatchery exclusively. Anything Innovo or day of age vaccination, so handling of the vaccine all the way through delivery. And we help with the training and then what we call our added services.
Right.
So the other thing I mentioned was sanitation. So we do microbial surveys. So we can say, hey, in your hatchery, here's your current bacterial challenge or your current mold challenge and where it's at and how impactful this is to both your hatch and your vaccination program. And then we want to create a partnership with those customers, provide that feedback, and then how they can improve.
Right, and I'm assuming that measurement really works with data, right? You're providing data back to them and really benchmarking some things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're making decisions, and your decisions are only going to be as good as the data you use and accuracy. So when we do that, it's actually a standard equation, and it's weighted formula based upon importance of the area of the hatchery. So if you're a larger integrator with multiple hatcheries, you are comparing it the same across each other, and then they get that feedback. Yeah.
Excellent. I'm sure that's really helpful because once you start benchmarking things, then you can really see where you can face your challenges, right? See where your challenges are and then start solving them.
Right, absolutely. And then if that data, it needs to correlate to improvements in the field, right? So profitability, hatch, animal welfare, health, and we want those to compare and to see the benefit at the end.
Yeah, very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for all the information today, Josh.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Glad to have the time.
This is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry site.